said, is I would like to try to photograph in 2020 my first major tournament. And by major tournament, I mean major football tournament. What's up guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video. So yeah, who remembers when I said that, hey? Who remembers when I said that? That feels like a long time ago, but actually it was only 3 months ago. And I'm sure I, like everybody else, are now stuck in their houses. Now, I know different people around the world watch my videos, which is crazy. And I know different people who are in different states right now. Here in the UK, we're actually kind of officially now on lockdown. Our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has even got coronavirus. I know in some other countries, there's still a bit more freedom. You guys are allowed out to do a couple of things. And there are some countries which are a lot worse off than ours. So I suppose what I would say is I hope everybody around the world who watches my videos are okay. I hope even 5 minutes of watching my videos helps you get a little bit through your day and helps it be a little bit more positive. So yeah, back in January, I talked about my 3 goals for the channel. I've kept these the whole time. In fact, they're normally pinned up just over here next to my computer, so I see them every day. The idea being it helps keep me focused on trying to achieve the goals that we set out for the channel. The 3 we set out, and we're going to start at the bottom, were to do something for charity, was to get this channel to 10k, 10,000 subscribers. And the top one was to photograph a major tournament. Some of you guys, especially you guys in the UK, and especially my fellow sports photographers out there, will probably be well aware that Euro 2020 has now become Euro 2021. So that means, unless there's some miracle, it will not be possible for me to photograph my first major tournament this year, which is a real shame. And look, as you probably guessed, pretty much all my photography jobs at the moment are off. I was due to photograph England in just a few days' time, actually, at Wembley. That's postponed, as is pretty much all other sports. So it's a bit of a dire time. There's not really much going on. And in fact, a lot of the work that I do in my couple of different jobs, I've talked before about how I have my income fairly diversified, are off. So I haven't got much going on. But there's some good sides to that. Firstly, that means that I'm going to be able to commit to this channel a fair bit more than I was before. My intention with that is that will be 2 videos a week. You guys are probably aware this is my second video this week. We had the usual one midweek, and now this one coming out on Saturday. Today, for me, right now is Friday. You're going to see this tomorrow, Saturday. And I want to try and keep that going. I'm going to try and commit to 2 videos a week. Something else which I want to try and do with this channel is to try to start to achieve one of our other objectives, and that's this charity piece down here. And actually, I've come up with a great way that we can do that, combining with something else I wanted to try to do, which is to try to create a bit of community within our channel, and almost a community within the wider community that we've already got going on. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So before we do, going to quickly touch, as per usual, on my social media channels. Go check me out on Twitter. You can find me over at Rob Sambles Photo. Put it right here. You can find me on Instagram, the 3 different places: at Rob Sambles, at Rob Sambles Sport, and at Scorchers Photog, all on the screen right here. Don't forget to go check those out. Loads of interaction over there, which is always really cool. So what's the plan for the channel? What am I going to do with these 2 videos a week? I'm going to try and break them into some different topics, really. We're going to do a few more like tutorial bits around photo mechanic, and maybe some stuff within Lightroom as well, and editing stuff. We're going to keep the monthly series going for the critiques. If you want to be included, don't forget to send your critiques, or your photos, to this email address right here, rspeditmyshot@yahoo.com. Send them to that. Don't forget, 1 photo per email. Send me some photos and they might get included into the critiques video, which we're going to do at least once a month, maybe even slightly more often. Really depends on how many photos I get through sent to that email. There's already quite a few backed up in there, and don't worry, if you've already sent your photo, it's still sitting there in that inbox, and there's potential it will still get used in the next video. I'm working from the oldest photos forward, so if you already sent your photo and it wasn't included, don't worry, it might well be in the next video or 2 within that series. We're also going to talk about gear. Whilst I might not necessarily be out about and doing jobs, I'm going to talk about gear and some of the gear that I use. why I use it, how to use it. We're going to compare some bits of gear. So loads of ideas. We're not going to be running out of stuff we can talk about on this channel. Don't worry about that. If you like the idea of me doing 2 videos a week, let me know. Go hit that like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps me out loads. And as I'm focusing more time in this channel, really it would be great to see it grow. The more likes a video gets, the more chance it has of being successful. The more people who subscribe to my channel, the more chance there is of my videos being successful, and so on and so on. It enables me to spend more time and invest this time into growing this channel and doing more videos for you guys, which, as I said, especially for the next few weeks now, I'm really committed to doing that. So please, in return, take 10 seconds, go hit that like button for me. That's all it takes, and it helps me out loads and loads on my channel. So thanks very much for doing that. So the community within the community. What am I talking about? And how does that in any way link to charity? Well, I tell you what we have done. I have set us up a private Facebook group. Now, that is a Facebook group. It's a closed group, so not anybody can join it. And in fact, only people who I invite to join it can join it. The idea is, within that Facebook group, there's going to be lots more conversation. I'll be in there every day answering questions, commenting, going to share some of my photos in there. Hopefully other members of it will be able to share their photos to it as well. I'm going to be doing some videos that are just private to that group, that only members of that group will be able to see. We're going to do some live streams, some Q&As and stuff in there as well. So loads of cool content going to be within that group. How do you become a member of that group? So what I've done is I have set up a Patreon page. The link to that is in the description. Now, when you go to my Patreon page, you'll see a couple of different bits. Now, the first thing that I want to make clear is I've tried to do this in an affordable way as possible, and I have no intention of making any profit from that Patreon page. I want to make that really, really clear, because that's not what it's about. This isn't a money-making exercise. The first tier within that Patreon page is only £5. Or I think it might be in dollars, $5. And by signing up to that, that gets you access to a few of the things we're going to do within that Patreon group. There'll be live streams and Q&As and stuff within there. But it also means that I will make you a member of that private Facebook group. I've tried to do it as cheaply as possible, only the £5 set up per month. And everyone who signs up through the whole next month, so probably even longer than that because it's nearly the end of March, probably anyone who signs up now and all the way through April, any money that we make from that Patreon group is all going to go to charity. I haven't decided which charity yet. I'd like to try to link it to a charity that is in some way supporting the community with everything that's going on with coronavirus. Anyone who's got any ideas of charities I should look at, please let me know, comment below. But I will not be taking any money from that Patreon page. All of that will get donated to charity. And I will do that in a video somewhere so you guys can see it, just because I want to be totally transparent. I don't want anyone to think it's any kind of con or like I'm keeping the money or anything like that. After that point, after the end of April, all of the money that gets made from that Patreon page will be reinvested in this channel. And by that I mean I've got lots of video ideas I'd like to do where I like compare gear or get some of the like cheaper accessories you can get on Amazon and test them out for you guys, show you what they're like. And obviously to do that takes financial investment from myself. And in a lot of cases, it's not necessarily gear that I would use. I literally would get it for the video and then I'd probably sell it on again for less money than I bought it for, no doubt. So it wouldn't actually be, you know, it would be costing me money. So the idea is that any money from the end of April onwards will be reinvested in the channel. I won't be taking any profits from that page. And that's a really important point. You'll also see within that Patreon page that there is a second tier. That one is more expensive. That one is £50 or $50. I'm not sure which one it's in, but go check it out. It's all in the link. It's in the description. That one sets you up for a little bit more of like a one-to-one coaching and more time with me. During that, we would do one-to-one coaching each month. You'd get more direct contact with me. We would do one-to-one like Skype calls, critiquing your photos, helping you with questions, helping look at your gear. And we do that every month. I think that's pretty affordable at £50. I do like a bit of coaching here and there, and I charge more than £50 for that. So actually, I think that's pretty affordable too. And again, anything that comes through that, all the way up to the end of April, not coming to me, all going to go to charity. So really, hopefully, great, and we can support the community in that kind of way. With that in mind, and the fact it's for charity, it would be really great if we can get as many people as possible signed up to that in March. Even if you sign up to it for March and for April, you put your money, your £5 a month in there, all of that goes to charity. If you then want to stop subscribing come May, that's totally fine. I appreciate that. But in the meantime, even if we get more people, so we get more for charity, that would be really, really great, because I'd love to be able to get as much as we possibly can for charity within that 5-6 week window that we've got. I reckon you guys will want to stay in it from May onwards, because the content I'm going to put in there is going to be cool. Live Q&As, that kind of stuff. So I think you'll probably want to stay afterwards. But if you don't, that's totally cool. I understand that. But at least whilst it's for charity, hopefully as many people as possible will. All the link to all of that is going to be in the description to this video. So go check it out. When you get into the page, there's some descriptions and you'll understand what's going on. But if anyone does have any questions about it, comment below, let me know, and we can try and do that. So look, hopefully that's going to achieve two things. It's going to help us get that community going within our Facebook group, and it's also going to help us raise some money for charity, which at least means that whilst I might not be able to achieve this objective this year, we at least can achieve this charity one. And who knows, maybe this 10k one will come along the way. We'll just have to see, right? But guys, it is a crazy time. It's a crazy time, guys, in the world. And I think everybody is impacted by it one way or another. We're all in this together, right? All of us are in it together. We're all in this YouTube's community together. We're all in the world that is currently suffering with coronavirus. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, it will be done, and we can get back to photographing some sports and getting outside from our houses. In the meantime, guys, please, all of you stay safe. I sincerely mean that. Please look after yourselves, look after your families as well as you possibly can. Go check out that Patreon page. Let's make some money for charity. Let's get that group going, that community within the community. That'd be really, really cool to do. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video, which will be in less than a week, probably on Wednesday night.